come in.
Berhato, we have important business to attend to.
You know, I never actually noticed that accent. What accent is that?
You must prescribe me gabapentin and Lexapro.
Well,
Oh my god, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
No worries. I just want to make it clear here. I'm not a prescribing therapist, comma, you can order both of those off in-house pharmacies. So, like, why are you even messing up a doctor for that? Like,
Oh my god, I'm so sorry about that. I haven't been myself lately. I haven't been sleeping. I've just been plagued by these visions.
Is this related to that weird, really loaded dream you had last week?
Yeah, it was the dream I had where well, we don't gotta go into it, but I was
and then you woke up and your pillow was gone and your stomach hurt for some reason.
yeah, it was a little embarrassing. I we don't gotta bring that up again. But really, I think I actually finally nailed down what the problem is.
Oh, okay. And what's the problem?
I saw a shitty movie that sucks ass.
In this economy?
In this economy? Can you believe it?
Hold on. I'm putting the Johnny Carson envelope to my head. Declining relevancy of a director. Stupid, late to the party feminist reimagining of something.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow still doing the trauma horror thing in 2024. Whoosh, opening it up. Did you see Nosferatu?
Yes, I did, Jay Bearhat. I did see Nosferatu, and perhaps we can chat a little bit about it today.
We can chat a little bit about it today.
I think we can go a little bit in there.
I also didn't like it. I probably didn't dislike it as strongly as you, but I sure did walk out of it going, all right. All right, Eggers, you get one more on me before you're producing more stinkers than hits.
Yeah, so we never did review The Northman on our channel, did we?
No, I never watched all of The Northman because it looked like a movie I would find really annoying.
So The Northman really sucks, and it's a huge fucking bummer because I was, like, very excited for The Northman.
No, I was super hyped for it, but then everyone I know who was also really hyped for it was like, ugh.
Yeah, it was a real weird vibe. I really can't go one more fucking second without saying it.
Okay.
It's tearing me apart.
Okay.
Robert Eggers wants to go, with every single movie, he wants to go on his little Disneyland ride of seeing white people. And it's getting on my fucking nerves. It's driving me up a fucking wall, because that was, like, my biggest problem with Northman, was that it was this, like, utterly uncritical Viking, like, Norse mythological thing, and it, tasted like saltines. I don't know. And now we have a movie that, for being a feminist reimagining, not the most feminist.
Yeah. Really. Okay. Oh, God, there's so much I could talk about. So I don't know if it's like explicitly is this is my feminist reimagining. I don't know if he said that. I don't know if he's tried to sell it as that. It's just extremely obvious that he's like, we're telling Nosferatu with a twist. This time, it's about the girl.
Right.
What's her story? What's her story? Why isn't she in this story? She's such a big part of the story. What's her story? Oh, also, I actually have to tell the other story more because I don't want to talk about the woman too long. She's all right.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, like, the one new-ish aspect of this film that doesn't even feel like it's really there. Like, it's I don't know, it's a mirage, it's an illusion to me, the sort of, like, feminist bend. I mean, like, I know this is the guy that made The Witch, and I love The Witch! I love The Witch! But I don't know. And, like, we spend all of this time with this man, this prim, proper, perfect British man who's so corruptible. He is, you know, thrown into the wolves' den of being around these disgusting Romani people and their strange backwards ways and their magical knowledge, you know, magical being a loaded term here for people who have heard magical used in reference to other tropes.
Yeah.
You know, and then he encounters this Eastern European who corrupts him. It, like, for wanting to interrogate the story of Nosferatu and tell a new version, it is utterly uninterested in interrogating a lot of the major tenets of the story.
Yeah. Like, so when I walked out of it, like, I'd seen it with a friend, and we were talking about that, where I was like, oh, I see what it's doing this stuff, and they're like, and he's like, it kind of feels, she was like, well, yeah, but it kind of feels like the film is, like, you know, has, like, if you take what it's saying to its logical conclusion of how the film ends, you know, it kind of feels like it's saying, like, oh, if you were traumatized by sexual abuse as a child, you should kill yourself. And I was like, well, to be fair, that just is what the actual story is. Like I was like, it's like, there's only so much you could deviate from it. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, why the fuck did he, like, what the, like, there's so much in the original film that is just, like, left uninterrogated, as if the thought process of what if we centered this on the wife instead was, like, as far as he got. Like, and it's like, what if we did that? And then, like, nothing else. Like,
yeah.
like no further, like, how does that change the story? How does that change the expression of the story? Are there other aspects of the story we want to change? No, it's just, what if we just cut to this character more instead of this other character?
Yeah. Yeah. And I hate bagging on actors. I didn't like Lily Rose Depp.
Oh, it's insane to me that people keep being like, she did so good in this. It's like,
she did not. They kept a take where she flubbed a monologue.
Wait, well, I did not catch that.
I caught it. I clocked it. I clocked it. Whatever. Fucking. I'm sorry, Lily Rose Depp. You're a bad actress and your dad's a pig. What do you want me to say?
No.
No one's being nice to trannies right now. I'm not gonna be nice.
I think if you are, like, a dynasty to name fucking, like, actress, I think you could say, listen, we took there was a line drawn in the sand with Promising Young Woman, and we stood on the opposite line of that, which is, if you're a big fucking famous person who wants to make big fucking famous art, you gotta learn to take a critique.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes the critique is, boo, you suck, get off the stage.
Do something completely different next time.
There was, like, so many moments where I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. And then she would just, like, she would either be playing, like, the most by the fucking books, this isn't a movie from the 70s, like, I'm the restrained, prim and proper woman with a deep, dark secret. Or she would just be like, listen up, Nosferatu. You're about to get a taste of girl power. Like, just like, why does everyone else talk like they're in the fucking 1800s except her? her like weird, and then like the weird sex cuck scene, she just like completely drops the accent. It's just fucking all over. Her performance is all over the fucking place. And I will say, no, actually, I was gonna say in her defense, maybe that's Eggers, maybe that's Robert Eggers giving really bad direction. But then it's like, no, wait, I've actually seen like most of his movies. He clearly gives really good direction.
Yeah.
She just did bad. She was a bad actress in the movie. I'm sorry.
She flubbed it. I hated her husband too. To be fair, we're not raging misogynists here. We hate equally.
Anytime the biggest film's mistake was putting Willem Dafoe on screen. Because every time he wasn't on screen, I was like, "Where's Willem Dafoe? We need someone in here. We need clean up on aisle 5 right now."
Yeah. Yeah, usually
He's a goofball. And he's fucking off on goofball shit as well too. At least he's having fun.
Yeah. At least someone is. At least there's a spritzing of fun to be had anywhere to be found in this.
Dog, this type of acting that she's doing we're gay. That should have been like fucking, that's like a fucking platter meal of like, you're doing House of Psychotic Women acting. Like the standards for that are so low and you didn't meet them.
Yeah. But the problem is for most people, she did meet them. Like we're the outliers here. We're the weirdos.
I did feel kind of the thing is, it's like at first I thought everyone just was agreeing that it's like a dumb fun movie, and it's like I wouldn't watch it again, but I get it. It's goofy, it's kind of campy in the way a movie that's not good is. But then like I kept seeing people talk about like she got robbed. I don't understand. Okay, no, I do understand. We need to like do something. There needs to be some sort of intervention on people not understanding that you liking a character is not the same thing as the actor being good.
Oh yeah, that's
like we've gone like the complete opposite problem that the culture used to have, which is if people hated an actor hated a character, they would like blame the actress for it. Like, oh, this character's such a stupid bitch. It must be because the actress is bad. And it's like, well, no, the character's just badly written.
Yeah.
Or you're just a misogynist and you hate the character because she's played by a woman. But like the performance is fine or good sometimes. There's like so many things I've watched where I'm like, this is actually like a perfectly serviceable performance. It's just, you just don't like the character. That's a different thing. But yeah, I this is a thing I noticed back when Everywhere Etc. came out, was like the amount of people being mad that like Jamie Lee Curtis got it instead of the actress who played the daughter. And I was like, the actress who played the daughter didn't do a good job. Like, I don't think Jamie Lee Curtis did a great job either in that movie, but like, no, you just like the character. That's fine. She's like clearly was the worst actress in the film.
Yeah, I mean, which is fine. SpongeBob holding his arms out meme, which is fine. Like, she's young.
She's young, yeah.
She's a tiny baby. She's allowed to like not be the best actress in the and Jamie Lee Curtis Jamie Lee Curtis, annoying white woman notwithstanding, had been waiting in line for such an award.
Literally decades. Yeah, it was absolutely a Lifetime Achievement Award situation. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, and like, to be clear, when I say it's like that, I'm not like saying like, oh, she's a bad actress. It's like, no, she's just like in a film with a lot of like actors who were like very much so like hitting above their weight or like are heavy hitters. It just really stands out how like unpolished her acting was.
Yeah. That's
fine. She's like a child.
Right.
Like, sorry, you put her across from Sandra Oh. Like, I'm sorry. She's gonna get blown out the fucking water.
Yeah. But Lily Rose Depp is a Nepo child.
Yeah, so fuck her.
Fuck her.
But if she did good, like, imagine, it's so, I think the other thing about it that makes her performance, I will say to her defense, I think what makes her performance really stink in this is that it's so obvious that it was originally supposed to be, what's her name? Anya Taylor-Jones or whatever.
Oh, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. Like, it's so obvious that it was supposed to be her. Everything about it. I think that's actually true. Like, I think she was originally attached to it and then she had to drop out.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing that now. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I remember when it was like initially announced, it was like she was going to be in it, and that was what made me hyped for it. And then, like, she wasn't in it.
Ew, Harry Styles was going to be... Ugh!
Harry Styles is going to be Nosferatu? No, I'm kidding.
See, that would be awesome. Man, the casting section on the Wikipedia page is utterly fucking crazy.
It is insane. It is such an insane fucking... What was my man cooking? Why was this his passion project? Bro, the stove isn't even on. Like, come on.
I can't believe how long this movie took to make in its ass.
Yeah, I can. That it took that long. Imagine you're coming down and you're like the guy, like the producers, and you see like the fucking B-reel footage. And you're just like, all right, you want to take a little bit longer on that? You want to do another? That's what Orlok looks like.
Maybe another 5 years in the oven.
Yeah, I think we should just turn these lights down. Like, let's just get them real low.
A part of me wants to praise the production design, or just like some aspect of this movie, but I don't know. I can't like ignore all that it's in service to.
I mean, I think it's funny that Orlok has hangs hog, but has like a Hank Hill ass. Like, my man did no squats. Like, he skipped every leg day. He skipped for 1,000 years,
and that Hank Hill ass swayed the heart of a woman. So,
and that Hank Hill ass gave her the business to fucking death. I think I am thinking so much about how funny this movie is and how much it should be so much funnier. Like the fucking scene with what's his name, where he's just like, "Oh, he told me I was gonna be president of France." I thought it was weird he was letting me sleep in his bed.
Ugh.
Or like them going and finding their friend and he's just like died having sex with his wife's corpse. Just like insane fucking scenes that are so fucking funny, and then the rest of the film is so dour.
Yeah. I do think the like camp appraisal of Orlok as a figure is entertaining. I think that like the TikTok impressions obviously are doing a lot for me. There's lots of Count Orlok ASMR on TikTok. Which I think is really special and really inspired. When something just doesn't serve cunt?
Yeah.
This film, it needed charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
And it was racist.
And it was racist instead. Why be cunty when you can be racist, I guess. That's really the moral of 2025.
Honestly, yeah, we got the Nosferatu for the Trump era.
It's perfect. It really fits. It's dour, it's artless, it's annoying. And it's white supremacist.
I think the other problem is that it does the weird trauma horror thing of like Count Orlok as like a metaphor for like CSA. Okay. But also he's still a metaphor for like death and like the plague. But also he's just like a guy who like really wants to fuck this dude's wife.
All over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Which I don't mind so much. I think that, having him be kind of a metaphorical figure, I think is fine. I just, like, there's a lot of specifics about the execution.
What's something good you can say about the film?
What's a good... I have to think of something good. I liked the part where the guy barfed up blood.
I liked the weird effect of the wagon, like, traveling towards him.
Yeah, I keep thinking about that part and being like, oh yeah, that was, like, the one good shot in the movie.
I remember that part got me so excited, and then he gets to the castle, and it's like a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah. It kind of, like, I don't know, it does all of these, like, old Hollywood tricks with Nosferatu. He, like, teleports around the room.
They do the shadow shot so that, like, old school Nosferatu heads can be like, oh, he's doing the shadow thing.
Oh, he's doing the shadow thing, but it's, like, over the whole city. Blah, 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 blah. And then there's this other shadow part. Yeah, it's...
Oh, that's the thing from Honest. And also, where was SpongeBob?
Where was he? And then there was that one weird shot with the statue that turns to look at Nicholas Hoult at, like, on some, like, Jean Cocteau Beauty and the Beast shit, but but it doesn't happen again throughout the whole rest of the movie.
So it is just kind of, yeah, it's kind of like, what? Okay. World's Dumbest Man. I know that this is kind of like already what like the story is, but just like, dog, you don't even need your wife to be like, hey, this seems like sus. Hey, everything that's happening seems real bad, and your boss seems like low-key crazy.
It is stupid beyond a measure of which I can allow that he signs a fucking, like, blood contract in an ancient language that he can't read.
And then later when his wife brings it up, he's just like, no, I didn't. No.
No.
That's not even what he told me it said when I signed you away.
I mean, I tried to read it. You know, I looked at it. I was really fucked up on magic. I think. That's okay. So that's like the thing I mentioned about like the feminist reimagining concept of it not really working is me in the script editing process. Okay, cool. You're doing a version of this film that focuses more on what is her name? Ellen. More on Ellen, and it's more Ellen's story than her stupid fucking husband. Cool. Great. Why do we follow the husband for so long then? Why do we go to the castle? Spend so much time with the husband.
Why do we go there? Oh, because otherwise, how are you going to know how Nosferatu got here? Ellen doesn't know that. It's her fucking story. That's scarier. Dude, how does that not immediately make sense to you? That the idea that her husband would leave and then she would be experiencing weird stuff while he's gone, and then like Nosferatu shows up and she's like, oh, is my husband fucking dead? I don't know what the fuck happened. Nosferatu says he signed a contract that like fucking sold me off. He has the contract. I guess he fucking dead. I don't know. Like if you're gonna be telling Ellen's story, it makes so much more sense for her to be so much more in the dark and for her only information to be through the lens of Orlok, because that's the fucking story, and that makes a much more interesting film about female subjectivity.
You would think, but it's a movie
so
by a
why
man.
Why fucking tell it about her? Why would it have any? Why is it about her then? You just told the same movie, except there's more scenes of her doing bad fucking Isabel Huppert level acting. Well, wannabe Isabel Huppert level acting.
Yeah, it's I think the reason is Occam's Razor. You know, it's a movie by a man.
But The Witch was so good.
The Witch was so good, Jay Bearhat. You're right. But The Witch was then, and this is now.
Speaking of, do you think is there a Count Orlok Funko Pop like there is for Black Peter?
Oh, Black Phillip.
Black Phillip. I don't know why I thought his name was Peter.
Peter. Oh, Peter. There better be.
Hold on, I'm trying to. There we go. Count Orlok Funko Pop. Oh! Oh, it's the original. It's the original one. Okay, never mind.
Damn it.
I got really excited there. Wait, maybe there's a new one. Well, he's got a hat on one of them. But I think this is just the original Nosferatu.
Dude, nothing makes me want to kill myself quite like looking at Funko Pops.
Honestly, also, it's weird. Funko Pops are like kind of fell off because I feel like if anything, they're like more appropriate to our time than ever.
Ew,
there's a Funko Pop of the SpongeBob meme where he's getting off the couch.
That's so disgusting. There's a Funko Pop of Harry Potter, but it's the part of one of the books where he has his feet out and their fins.
No fucking way. Harry Potter dorsal fin Funko Pop?
Here, look up Harry Potter with Grindylow. I'm not spelling Grindylow for you. You're gonna have to figure that one out.
Funko Pop. It's Harry Potter with Geardisis. Funko Pop. Harry Potter foreskin stuck in zipper Funko Pop.
I want that one.
A real one, Harry Potter with invisibility cloak, and it's just him holding a blanket.
What if they just fucking like sold you an empty box?
It's just an empty. I was like, come on, you gotta just do that's a free give me. People. It's not like people won't fucking buy it. People don't buy Funko Pops to look at them. Because if they fucking did, they'd be crazy.
People buy Funko Pops because they're stupid.
Yeah. Either the Funko Pop is, or they themselves are. Yeah.
One or the other. Or both. Who cares?
Baru.
Yes?
What's your better than, worse than? Or what is Nosferatu 20... Let's start with a positive. What's Nosferatu 2024 better than?
Okay. I haven't watched it recently. I watched it as like a teenager, and I was not able to get through it. I at least liked Nosferatu better than Herzog's Nosferatu movie.
Oh, they're gonna kill you for this one.
I know. Well, here's the thing. I would probably disagree with this exact take if I were to watch Herzog's Nosferatu the Vampire, the 1979 film, if I were to watch that today. Because when I watched it, I didn't really have any context for Isabella Gianni. So her gifts were kind of lost on me. And I found it to be exceedingly dry and very, very boring.
No, that's fair.
What is this movie better than for you, Jay Bearhat?
So I think it'd be really funny if I said Renfield, the Nicolas Cage movie, but I didn't fucking watch that shit because it looked like
Wasn't Nicholas Hoult also in that?
I don't know. As soon as I didn't have to see any trailers for that piece of shit anymore, I tried to forget about it. But I would say that Nosferatu is better, and this is going to be kind of an unusual pull, than oh my god, I can't believe I just fucking forgot the name of the movie. Give me one second. Black Christmas 2019. Because that is also a like feminist reimagining kind of thing. And it has Chekhov's Diva Cup in it. And that's kind of really all I have to say. The problem with that movie is just, it's like, it's also really late to the feminist reimagining game. Also, I would say Nosferatu is better. Here's my controversial one. Nosferatu is better than Babadook.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I fucking hate Babadook is one of the worst things that have happened to horror in like the past 15 years.
Oh man.
Just really, really fucking just like before Hereditary really just fucking started teaching people to watch horror films purely in the realm of metaphor, and thus caused them to be made purely in the realm of metaphor, and to be like, oh, but it's a symbol for this thing, and it's like, yeah, but it's fucking stupid. It's such a melodramatic over, like Nosferatu is at least stupid and camp and funny. Babadook just like pissed me off watching it.
Yeah.
And every time I've tried again, I just get pissed off again. Fuck it, Tiny Tim isn't scary. I'm sorry. Like, wait, was that Insidious? They're the same fucking movie. Fucking Insidious.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Sorry that we're Babadook haters here on Film Critters, but it's not good. This one I might have to spend a little bit of time on, because I know what fucking movie Nosferatu is worse than.
Yeah?
Francis Ford Coppola's 1992 classic Dracula, specifically Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Baru!
Oh my god,
hype us up on the Coppola.
Oh my god, you guys, it's unbelievably fucking good, this movie. It is every bit the camp thing that you want this Nosferatu to be.
Yeah.
Coppola's Dracula is that.
Isn't that the one that also has like an SNES game?
I think it does.
Yes, it has. Bram Stoker's Dracula has an SNES game and a Game Boy Color game.
That is fucking awesome. Yeah, this movie is a symbol of excess. Absolute aesthetic excess. It is all over the place. Costume design by Eiko Ishioka, which is like a pure treat and like feast for the eyes. And like, when I think of what I want out of a vampire movie, I just want like sumptuousness and like richness, and like there has to be a sense of beauty, because the life of the vampire, unless you're making like Claire Denis' Trouble Every Day or whatever her vampire movie is called, where you're like specifically portraying vampire life as horrid. I don't know. I think making it like artful and beautiful kind of makes it more makes you understand the draw of it a little bit more.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, I was gonna say, it's like, that makes a lot of sense, because it's like it understands the because that's like the other thing with like one of the problems of Dracula in a lot of presentations of things, I feel like, is that he's this like, indulgent count is the idea, but he's always in like dilapidated, rundown manners, and it's like, I think if you're gonna use the guy who's like famously a symbolism of like aristocratic hedonism and the vampirism as a concept, have him be a little fun with it. Like have him be like a little indulgent.
Yeah, absolutely. And the movie is also like, Bram Stoker's Dracula is a lot more like, in being so kind of campy and excessive, its view on the kind of like its take, if you will, on the kind of classic story of Dracula and the sort of weird geopolitics inherent is, I kind of like it. Like, it specifically paints him as an other, and refers to him as such kind of throughout the film. And like, I don't know. I think that's thoughtful. I don't know. I find the goofy, stupid, bad acting Coppola Dracula movie a lot more tolerable and a lot more fun than the really sterile stuff that we're getting now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a general horror thing we're dealing with, though, right? Like, is this kind of the kind of de-eroticification, general just sterileness of horror?
Right. What did you find this movie to be worse than?
A lot, actually. But if I had to pick offhand, another Dracula that is not been named already, I remember really enjoying The Satanic Rites of Dracula, which is a classic Christopher Lee Dracula.
Whoa.
It's been like many years since I've watched it, but it has a special place in my heart because that was when I was like, you know, like a little shitty MST3K kiddie kind of thing, and I remember watching it and it kind of like making the Hammer horror style like click. Just a banger, just a banger romp, a really fun romp. Also, like Christopher Lee, so fucking good in it. So it's such a good Dracula. I like him better than Bela Lugosi.
Damn. I mean, I believe it. Christopher Lee's great.
Yeah. But yeah, no, and it's also interesting because it's like it portrays much more of a much more depressed Dracula. It's a film basically in part about Dracula being like, I am fucking tired of being immortal. Actually, like, this kind of fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Which I think is, like, a really cool concept. And so he's facing off against Van Helsing because, like, he has to do, like, he has to do the Satanic Rites of Dracula to like, basically free himself from his curse. I should have watched Dracula 2000 so that I could have said if that one was any better, but I didn't. I failed to.
Damn.
But I'm just going to go ahead and say it probably is because it's really funny. Because it's really funny that Wes Craven made a movie called Dracula 2000.
Yeah, that makes me want to watch it. 2000 in the title.
Yeah.
That's pretty special.
Well, I hope that, you know, you were able to kind of break this curse, so to speak, you know?
I think I have. I feel like the curse is broken and, you know, do you mind if I open up a window over here? I figure it's a little dark in this office. Might as well get some sun.
Yeah, you know, honestly, help yourself. Just make sure, you know, you let the right one in. Huh?
Oh, and, oh god. There will not be 30 Days of Night. Because that's a vampire movie.
That's also a vampire movie, yeah. You know, now that I think about it, it is kind of crazy that he just, like, it was like, pussy so good, he was like, fuck it.
Fuck it, I'll die.
Fuck it. Like, getting up from giving her the business after hours, looking up and seeing the sun rise and be like, oh man, I should really get out of here. And she does some little move and he's just like, oh.
Gets so horny, forgets.
Yeah, like, let's turn this Le Petit more into the big one, baby.
It's like the ending of Signs. God, same movie.
So it is basically the same movie. Well then, yeah, but let's never speak of this again.
Let us never speak of this again. I throw open the blinds. Oh my god, we're dying. Oh, we're dying like vampires. Like vampires, we are dying.
Actually, wait, last thing. I do love Willem Dafoe just coming in and being like, damn, that's crazy, and sitting down and just picking the cat up. just like making himself at home. Like
Apparently he was a notorious lover of animals throughout this film. There's lots of clips floating around of him talking about working with the rats in that one scene.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah. Friend of the rats, friend of the animals, Willem Dafoe.
Friend, he's friend to all, honestly. Honestly, those rats were probably like, oh my god, I get to work with Willem Dafoe. I'm so excited.
They were squeaking their little hearts out.
Yeah.